All right. You want to make your picks? Let's make our picks. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Pulled into first place in the spread, which is the only thing that
Tie.
counts. Tie. I said I pulled into first place. That's still technically correct.
Just want everyone to know.
Yeah.
The king is still in first place.
I think we're both going in the same direction this week, but we'll see. Based on what you've said, I think we're going in the same direction. I don't know about Pat, though. It's going to be interesting. You want me to go first? I'll go first since I'm in first place for the first time.
Exactly.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I think this is the game that Rutgers gets back its identity on offense. I think you're going to see Kamanunga run the ball. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel good about protecting the ball. I think that's been the big thing in this series has been turnovers. I just have a feeling that Rutgers is better in that than a team that with Braden Locke. He's kind of put the ball at risk this year. I think they're going to win the turnover battle, going to run the ball. I think it's going to be not an easy victory, but a comfortable win for the Scarlet Knights. I'm going 30-20. Scarlet Knights get back on the winning track, beat Wisconsin for the first time in a good home atmosphere at noon. You agree, Brian? You with me or you with me?
I almost can't agree more. It's actually incredible that you might have stolen my script. Rutgers, for us to win and beat the spread, only has to win by 3 points. We're going with 2.5. I think it's going to be much more than that. I think Rutgers is better than Wisconsin, and especially when Wisconsin is the walking wounded without a quarterback, without its starting running back, without potentially 2 starting wide receivers who are questionable, maybe without their left tackle who exited last week's game early. I'm not sure what his status is. Regardless, Rutgers is coming off of a frustrating loss. They're coming back home against the team they have never beaten. The place should be packed. I don't think losing to Nebraska will demoralize the fan base to the point where they don't show up. And I think Rutgers wants to prove itself coming off that win, bounce back right. So I think they're going to dominate from start to finish. I think they'll be ahead, maybe a score or 2 for most of the game, but they'll keep their foot on the gas through the end of the game, maybe score a late touchdown or 2. I think this is going to be the first Rutgers Big Ten blowout in quite some time. I'm going Rutgers 34, Wisconsin 13.
Wow. Okay.
Pat. All right, I'm going to double down and say that there won't even be 34 points scored in this game.
No. Okay.
I was wildly wrong about my prediction last week, for the record.
What was your pick?
Rutgers 27-24. So I thought it was going to be a high scoring game. Couldn't have been more wrong.
No.
This one, however, I do feel is more of a physical Big Ten slugfest, to quote Greg Schiano. And I do see 2 teams that are very similar in identity. They are physical up front. They can run the ball well. Wisconsin, even though Chase Masalusi is gone, I still think they have very solid running backs. Locke has been pretty good, not great, but definitely has done the job. And I think Wisconsin's defense gets a bad rap because of who they played. So I think people are underselling Wisconsin a little bit. I think the spread is pretty accurate. I would, if I was making this line, I would think Rutgers, being at home favored by 2.5 is about right. I think that just shows that this is a pick'em game. I think just like Nebraska last week, was Nebraska a better team than Rutgers? Not really. Was Rutgers better than Washington? Debatable. I think this is going to be another one of those games where it's going to come down to execution, little things, little details, and it's going to be a classic Big Ten game. I see 17-13 could go either way, but I'm going to go with Rutgers to do the things that they've done at home and execute in big moments. So I'm going to take Rutgers to cover, just so I don't fall back further in the standings. But I do see it being a 17-13 low-scoring game and a squeaker at the end. Like, anyone can win it.
You could have gained ground on us.
Yeah, it's the risk or reward here, Steve.
Okay, it's early in the season. You still got 7 games here. That's fair. All right. We're all going with Rutgers this week. I'm not surprised by that. We'll see if we're all right.